Okay, so this movement is the rib clench power breath, and what we're going to be using it for is to strengthen our breathing mechanics with the idea of bringing our ribs down and knitting them together, which is useful for normalising the position of the ribs in relation to the pelvis, so it can help our hips to feel better while also improving our breathing mechanics as well. You're going to need a foam roller. I'm going to be lying on my back and I want the foam roller to be between my knees, which I'm going to squeeze. Then what I need to do is get a pelvic tilt on my ribs, on my pelvis, so that my hips, my lower back is on the floor, but I've got this tilt in the pelvis, so just underneath my glutes is just off the floor. Okay, and I'm going to maintain that position. Abs are switched on now. And I want to imagine I'm going to create a position similar to an upturned prawn. So we want to be thinking about, when we do this part of our body we're trying to shorten down. Okay, so from here, maintaining my pelvic tilt, I'm now going to get my elbows and push them up to the ceiling to try and separate out my scapula. And that's important because we're trying to lengthen the spine here and get rid of any lordotic curve in the lower back. Okay. So elbows, I'm pushing away towards the ceiling with my elbows. My hands are down in this position and I'm pushing my elbows away. Okay, from here, I'm going to take a breath in through the nose. Then I'm going to exhale maximally through my mouth. And I'm going to exhale as hard as I can. And as I do so, I'm wanting to imagine my ribs coming together. I'm going to try and pull my ribs together as hard as I can. I'm going to do a maximal exhale, and I'm going to get as much air out of my lungs as I possibly can while maximally contracting my abs. So it looks like this. Keeping my ribs down. Inhale. Get every last drop of air out. Inhale, keeping the ribs down, keeping the tummy tight. Maintaining pelvic tilt. One more breath. And I do it for a set of 5 breaths, okay? Now that is a very tough breathing exercise to do. It's a max effort. You should really feel it through here as these ribs, or the intention of knitting the ribs together, flexing the abs as hard as we can, breathing out as hard as we can. When you've got all of the air out of the lungs that you think you can, try even harder and get some more out, and then just hold it that little bit on the end of the breath before you inhale again. And like I say, you're going to be doing it for sets of 5 reps.